So anyone here a fan of, how do you say this guy's last name, by the way?
That's a good question.
Ramis.
Anyone a fan of Harold Ramis?
Absolutely.
I was surprised to see how big a build-up it got.
Well, those movies were, major. You know, Ghostbusters and Caddyshack
But who knew that he wrote them is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I remember him as being on the Ghostbusters, being one of the Ghostbusters themselves.
What was his name? Ergo?
Dr. something.
Ammo?
Yeah. I don't even remember his name.
Yeah.
Igloo?
Aegon?
Yeah, something like that.
That
But that's all I remember him as.
Egon, I think.
Hold on.
Here it comes.
Yep, I think you got it right. Egon?
Egon.
There you go.
You know what I think that the reason he was so incredibly successful was he was very humorous, but he had such warmth to his humor.
Yeah.
If you look at the movies like Groundhog Day, it's such a sweet movie. And, even though it's pretty irreverent, and Ghostbusters, there's a lot of sweetness in his films as well as big laughs.
And his character was pretty innocent in Ghostbusters, too.
Yeah. And he gave us the wonderful line, "There is no Dana, only Zool."
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Can you make your head spin, too?
I will not spit out green stuff.
Joey's right next to you. That would have been
That was
awesome.
pea soup, by the way.
I wonder if she spit it out. I'd spit it out, too, if somebody peed in my soup.
Here we go, downhill.
That didn't take long. So Alec Baldwin says he's leaving New York and leaving...
Woo!
Good riddance.
I don't care.
No, but he's coming to L.A. We don't want him over here, do we?
Oh, man. That guy is the most egotistical maniac I've ever seen in show business. He relishes confrontation.
He's a jerk.
Simply put.
So what's he known for? That was the thing. I keep seeing him, he's always causing controversy, but what's he actually known for?
Marrying beautiful women.
I know him as an actor.
Being a jerk.
Yeah.
That's how I know him.
Yeah. I guess the TV show, what was it? Rock?
I've never seen anything that he's
30
started.
Rock.
I think the only thing that, for me, that's his claim to fame is he's got acting brothers. He comes from an acting family. And other than that, it's like, I don't care.
But hasn't he been in major movies?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
But not as the star, not as the lead.
Really?
He's been a supporting actor.
Wow, what good is he then?
Yeah.
Exactly. He's famous for being famous, like the Kardashians.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
But
Don't get me started on that one.
He talks to the photographers and, chases them down the street and he's going to kick somebody's butt. And,
No, we're not talking about Kanye West. It's Alec Baldwin.
that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot. Yeah.
Now, I do admit his stuff on SNL. Before all of the aggro stuff came out, I enjoyed watching him on SNL because he was such a straight kind of character and he really branched. I know him for his sweaty balls.
I'm sorry?
I don't know if I can say that.
Excuse me?
But
This is taking another turn for the worst.
Someone call HR. I'm offended.
Wow. Even Jim and I didn't know him for that.
I'm blushing. If this were TV, you'd see how red I am.
So was that a sketch on SNL?
yes, you don't remember that?
Was it
Oh
the
my
ice
God.
cream?
Yeah.
was-
They made a Ben and Jerry's ice
Ben
cream
and
out of
Jerry's
it.
ice cream called Sweaty Balls.
Yeah, but that was I forget what type of character it was, but
Then he was on Fallon as a police officer.
That was a
ate,
great
Oh, my
ate while he
gosh.
spoke and then spit it out.
that
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Speaking of moist pants,
Whoa.
Taco Bell is getting into the breakfast business.
Yeah, what kind of a breakfast
Yeah,
can you
beans
have
and-
with...
I saw an image yesterday of a dish that they're looking at for breakfast, and it's a round waffle with a sausage patty and some scrambled eggs. Then they fold it up and they call it a waffle taco.
I'm sorry, I invented that when I was 7. What kid didn't do that at the breakfast
butter.
table? Seriously. That's what waffles are for, right? To stuff them full of stuff.
I guess. But boy, I tell you, the picture I saw was unappetizing.
It sounds terrible.
They didn't put rice and beans in it?
That's right.
Taco Bell.
What kind of a Taco Bell is that? And then McDonald's wants to preferably stay open a little longer for breakfast.
On the weekends.
There's nothing worse.
I love that.
Then I picture myself with the hot hash browns and the sausage egg McMuffin with cheese and the coffee, and I drive up and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's 10:31.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
serving cheeseburgers now." So now you can have heartburn later on in the day.
That's right.
What I don't understand about Taco Bell is that Mexican food traditionally has amazing breakfasts.
Wait,
like
are you alluding to Taco Bell being Mexican food?
Somewhat. But I mean, like huevos rancheros and, why don't they instead of slapping some stuff on a waffle and calling it a taco, really? Embrace your heritage that you're trying to convey, with the Mexican food.
If they
Embrace
did
the
that,
chalupa.
if they did that, it would actually be authentic food.
Yeah, that would blow their minds. That would give the owners
Chorizo.
That would give the owners of Taco Bell
chorizo.
shreddy balls.
Wow. More downhill than the Olympics in here.
By the way, I have to give a little behind the scenes insight on something here. So this morning I sent the email out like, hey, let's do this. Let's record this thing, right?
Yeah.
And then Susan
Shut up.
Susan went to the restroom to put makeup on.
I thought we were videotaping it. I didn't know.
You look good for radio, babes.
I'm thinking, man, I have no makeup on. We're under fluorescence. I'm going to look like crap.
Don't feel bad. Jim's got his on.
Oh, stop.
Well, thank you both for doing your makeup. You look beautiful.
Thanks.